Chapter 5, Session 1, Lyra's World. Ben stood before the enigmatic alien artifact, its surface radiating an unnatural chill that lingered on his fingertips like a ghostly touch. The towering structure loomed above him, casting an eerie shadow that seemed to whisper secrets of the cosmos. Turning away from the base of the towering shaft, Ben lifted his gaze to meet Kalen's eyes, who was watching him intently from the edge above, silhouetted against the dim light filtering through the cavern. I can't proceed any further without my primary tool, Ben declared, his voice resonating slightly within the enclosed, echoing space. It's a specialized AI I designed, named Keats. Every analytical model, the entirety of my research framework, is contained within it. Without Keats, I'm nothing more than a geologist with a wild theory and no means to substantiate it. Kalen considered this for a moment, her expression unreadable. Your university lab? And my home server, Ben confirmed. It's a distributed network. I need secure, real time access. She gave a curt nod. It will be arranged. The next few hours passed in a haze of anxious waiting. He drifted around the command tent, inspecting the advanced equipment laid out on sturdy, foldable plastic tables. Though he was a guest, he couldn't shake the feeling of being a captive. Eventually, a technician appeared, carrying a robust Pelican case. When opened, it revealed a laptop, a satellite uplink, and a pair of noise canceling earbuds. We've set up a direct encrypted connection to your network, Dr. Carter, the technician informed him before leaving. Ben powered up the laptop, a smile touching his lips for the first time since he'd arrived. I have something for you, Keats, he said softly as the familiar interface bloomed to life. I'm taking you on a road trip. Keats's voice took on an edge Ben had never heard before. It wasn't calm, it was eager. This connection defies all known physics, Ben. It's instantaneous and untraceable, like a ghost within the system. Where are we? What are you planning to show me? You will love this, Ben answered, a spark of his old excitement returning. He began issuing commands, his fingers flying. Keats, I want you to prime yourself. Run every analysis program we have. Metallurgy, vibrational resonance, quantum field synthesis. Load all related databases. While the AI worked, Kalen entered the tent. Is your assistant getting settled? She asked, pulling up a chair. Keats is eager, Ben said, and confused. A familiar feeling around here, Kalen admitted. She leaned forward slightly. Tell me, Doctor, in your eclectic research, what do you know about the law of attraction? Ben was taken aback by the sudden shift. I've brushed on it. I admit I could never get past the magical part. I'm a scientist. I need mechanisms, formulas. And the entanglement theory? She countered smoothly. Two particles bound across the universe, mirroring each other instantly. Is that not magic? Pure, unadulterated magic, operating outside our known laws? For now, Ben replied, feeling a strange sense of deja vu. Sooner or later, we'll find the math behind it. Kalen held his gaze with unwavering intensity. But what if some things can't be neatly boxed into the rigid framework of Newtonian rules? What if the quantum realm, the mysterious realm of pure potential, isn't driven by measurement and precision, but by intention and will? Imagine that the law of attraction isn't some mystical force, but rather the fine tuning of your own quantum field, creating the precise conditions necessary to manifest your deepest desires. It's like setting the stage for a grand performance, a delicate and intricate business, I'd imagine. Ben was rendered utterly speechless. Her words perfectly mirrored the thoughts he'd only dared to entertain in the secluded corners of his mind. Just as he was about to respond, a soft chime resonated through his earpiece. Ben, came Keats's voice, calm but electrifying. All systems are primed. I am ready. Ben glanced at Kalen and said, We're set. A thrill shot through Ben. He grabbed the laptop and followed Kalen back to the dig site, back down the ladder into the cool, dark air. He set up the laptop on a sturdy wooden box, connecting it to the sensor array already attached to the alien hull. He took a deep breath. Keats, he said, his voice carrying a tremor of both reverence and challenge. Meet the ghost. He fed the live sensor data into the system. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the laptop's monitor flickered violently. The clean lines of Keats's diagnostic interface dissolved into a chaotic cascade of symbols Ben had never seen. Part hieroglyph, part circuit diagram. Ben, the data stream is incoherent. Keats's voice crackled in his earpiece, strained and distorted. The architecture is alien. I can't parse it. Receiving a massive, uncontrolled discharge. The voice cut out, replaced by a wave of pure static. A low hum began to vibrate up from the desert floor, emanating not from the laptop, but from the hull of the ship itself. It was a deep, resonant frequency that Ben felt in his bones, a sound that seemed to pressurize the very air in the shaft. He felt a wave of dizziness, a profound weakness washing over him as if his very energy was being siphoned away to power the connection. He sank down onto the wooden box, his head spinning, a metallic taste filling his mouth. Ben? Keelan took a step forward, her professional calm finally cracking, her face etched with alarm. Report. What's happening? Ben tried to answer, but his tongue felt thick and slow. The hum intensified, and a series of fragmented images, raw and unsorted, flooded his mind's eye. A star chart of an unfamiliar galaxy, the face of a woman with eyes like his own, a schematic of the ship's drive core, a flash of blinding white light. It was a storm of data without context, the last corrupted fragments of a dying machine's memory. He was drowning in the static of a forgotten history. He clutched his head, a cry of pain escaping his lips. The sensory overload was too much. His consciousness, the very anchor of his identity, began to fray. Suddenly, as if the ancient machine had finally tuned into a channel amidst the static, the chaos subsided. The whirlwind of images settled into a single, clear sequence. The pressure in his head disappeared. The noise from the dig site, Kalen's urgent cries, and the sensation of the desert air on his skin all faded away. The sterile, metallic scent of the shaft was replaced by the smell of wood smoke and damp earth. The low hum of the artifact was swapped with the wind's howl over a desolate tundra. He stumbled forward, trying to steady himself, and glanced down at his hands. They were not his. They were weathered and calloused, clutching a crude spear. Across a flickering fire, the eyes of a tribal chieftain, narrowed with suspicion, glared at him. At her. At Lyra.